Welcome to Eve Visibility and Security in Action. In this demo, we'll trace a live traffic flow across multi-vendor firewalls to show how we maintain end-to-end oversight. Let's head inside to look at the architecture. In this demo, we are tracking a packet's journey and detection from a victim workstation to attacker environment. We start on the left with our Debian PC, victim PC, sitting at IP 192.168.4.83. This machine uses the FortiGate firewall as its default gateway via the internal interface at 192.168.4.50. When the Debian machine initiates traffic, the FortiGate sees the connection coming from its true, original IP address. As the traffic leaves the FortiGate through its outside interface, IP 192.168.2.50, we have a source NAT policy in place. This translates the Debian machine's internal address to the FortiGate's outside interface IP. Next, the traffic hits the Cisco Firewall FTD at its entry interface, 192.168.2.1. Because of the NAT performed by the FortiGate, the Cisco FTD identifies this incoming traffic as originating from 192.168.2.50, effectively masking the Debian machine's private subnet. Finally, the Cisco FTD routes the traffic across to a separate security zone. The destination is our attacker Ubuntu server at 192.168.3.100. This server hosts the DVWA, or Damn Vulnerable Web Appliance, a specialized environment specifically configured with security flaws for our testing and demonstration purposes. I've put together a small demo to illustrate a critical gap in traditional encrypted traffic inspection. In our setup, we have a victim reaching out through a FortiGate, then a Cisco FTD, ultimately hitting an attacker's C2 server. The scenario is this. The victim launches a simulated ransomware exfiltration. The traffic is sent over port 443, meaning it's fully encrypted. Crucially, both the FortiGate and the FTD have SSL decryption disabled. We are relying solely on IPS signatures without the benefit of clear text inspection. First, let's look at the FortiGate configuration. You can see we have the highest high-security IPS profile applied to the policy. However, because SSL inspection is set to no inspection, the firewall is effectively blind to the encrypted payload. Now, we trigger the attack from the victim machine. The script initiates the ransomware exfiltration to the C2. As we switch back to the FortiGate logs, notice the result. The FortiGate accepts all traffic normally. Despite the aggressive IPS settings, the encryption acts as a perfect cloak. Next, the traffic hits the Cisco FTD. Unlike the previous stage, the FTD is equipped with the Encrypted Visibility Engine, or EVE. Even without decrypting the packet, EVE analyzes the process fingerprints and TLS handshakes to identify malicious patterns. Now that we've seen the demo, let's break down why Cisco's Encrypted Visibility Engine, EVE, is a game-changer for both your security posture and your bottom line. We're solving the blind spot problem without the traditional trade-offs. The technical edge, security operations. Technically, EVE shifts us from guessing to knowing. Since over 85% of modern attacks hide in encrypted channels, traditional firewalls are often left blind. EVE uses machine learning, trained on over 1 billion fingerprints, to identify the specific process or application behind a flow just by inspecting the initial client hello packet. This allows SecOps to enforce granular policies by blocking or allowing over 5,000 distinct processes, like Tor or Wget, even when encrypted. Automate defenses by blocking traffic that exceeds a specific threat confidence score. Future-proof the network by natively inspecting modern protocols like QUIC and HTTP/3 without forcing unsecure protocol downgrades. The business impact, efficiency, and compliance. From a business perspective, the outcomes are just as significant. First is cost avoidance. Full TLS decryption typically imposes a massive 6x to 12x performance penalty on hardware. Eve provides deep visibility with negligible impact, allowing you to scale without immediate, costly hardware upgrades. Then there's privacy and compliance. Because we never actually decrypt or store the data packets, sensitive information remains entirely private. This ensures your organization stays in seamless compliance with strict regulations like GDPR and HIPAA. The summary. Ultimately, Eve maximizes your infrastructure value. It's a built-in feature of the firewall software that requires no new licensing. You get faster incident response,